Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Liz, and welcome back to Sky Factory 3. In the last episode, we were making some new machines. Void Resource and Void Ore Miners, Tier 2, and just kind of, well, trying to get more and more stuff. We went to the Deep Dark, or the Beneath, rather. Some of Dimension called the Deep Dark in Extra Utilities, but that doesn't exist anymore, I don't believe. I actually don't know. No, it doesn't exist anymore. So, yeah, we went to the Beneath and got the uranium that we needed to make more seeds and all that kind of stuff. So we are currently... Well, the next set of seeds that we need are Terrasteel. And that's gonna be fun. Currently working on getting some prismarine chickens, which could be fun as well. Might be useful. This is something I need to kind of deal with very soon. Getting rid of all of these chickens so that they have a nice, like, chicken coop. That might be what we do next time. But today, what I want to do is I want to work really hard on Botania. So we got a couple of things last time. Specifically, we got... by the way, I was upgrading the chest, this guy. Just because I want to store things, so I want to get some legendary loot bags. I'd like some draconium so we can make draconic, the draconic seeds, but yeah, it's taking a little bit of time. No big deal. Anyways, what was I saying? Let's see. Last time, let's see, I upgraded that. We need to set this guy up, which let's go ahead and do that. Let's get Void Resource first. Because we're going to want mica. So I extended a little bit of a platform. By the way, yeah, we needed the chicken coop soon. But I figured let's do Botania today. Last time we got the mystical flower essence. That's what I was trying to remember. And if we want to make these crystal growth tiers, the reason I had this stuff up was because it's an achievement. But we're going to just go straight into Botania. Anyways. Getting sidetracked. So we have the mystical flowers, which we're almost done with all this stuff. We have mystical flowers and mana steel if we want to start using those. No big deal. So I think, I don't remember. I know it's 7 is the maximum that we need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, on top is where I need to put this. Now this one is going to float in the air for the time being. Not much I can do about that, but it just is. But we have the assembler, which is going to make this super easy to make. And the only question is torches, so let's... Did that actually break the torch? Presumably. Or not. Okay, so I have no idea. There's torches, like, there's invisible torches somewhere. This is really weird. Alright, let's reload real quick. Don't click torches with the assembler. That's usually a bad idea. So we're gonna set up the Void Ore Miner, and it won't be too difficult to long of a build. Once we get the torches moved, I will need to replace one block with glass. Yeah, so as you can see, the CF7. Well, hopefully it's better. Anyways, right here is where we need to break that. And we're going to put a piece of glass there. Doesn't matter what kind. We're going to use... We're just going to use normal glass, and then we're going to get a chisel. And we're going to chisel it into something nice. Don't know it yet, but I usually like the bubble glass, but I guess let's use the gray bordered. That'll be fine. That'll look nice, I guess. It doesn't matter as long as it's glass, because the void miners need to be able to see bedrock. They don't need to have direct access, or the void, either one. But we just right click this guy for a bit and it will complete the multi-block. And it's completed. Cool. So we can just put some torches here. Like I said, this is designed for the large size. If we ever want to make another one, we can just do that, but this guy does not have power, so we're going to need power and item conduits. And I think let's just grab a flux point and we'll just attach it to the side. We're also going to want a lever, so we're going to just need a stick. Just grab a singular lever. So do we have the flux point yet? We do. And we're just going to tap into this guy. So for the time being, we're just going to run things like this. Eventually we might use something more fancy, but for now we don't really need to. Alright, so this is going to be ugly for the time being, but once we get it up to a tier 4, it will have everything it needs. We're going to have extract, always active, flux point on our main, and we can put a lever on top of it to turn it on or off. And this just goes insert, and we're already getting stuff. So the big thing that we're going to want is mica, because in order to get the next tier, so void miners, so tier 4 requires mica and nether stars. We could actually do that, but we need tier 3, which requires mica and stabilized ender pearls, which is easy enough. So we need mica, and the only way to get that is from void resource miner. So we'll just set that up and let it run. We should maintain power. A little worried about night, but that's about it. Alright, so with that taken care of, is that an achievement or anything? So we've basically just been going through trying to make all the achievements, and let's see, Age of Power. We need to collect ore from the void with a void ore miner, so that's something we can do soon enough. Eventually I want to have one of each because it would be nice, but we'll see. Anyways, how full is this guy? Not bad. We'll go ahead and turn that off for now. Ooh, spider eyes are full up. Alright. Easy enough to fix. Okay, so let's get into what I want to work on today, which is Botania. Botania is a mod that is technically a magic mod. Well, okay, it feels like a magic mod, but it's technically a tech mod, actually. Where's my bed? It's in here, isn't it? Yes. And so we need to start generating mana. We need to get a lot of mana so that we can make Terrasteel. So let's go to the, yes, this Age of the Botanius. So if we want Terrasteel, and we do for a couple of reasons, we want Terrasteel seeds. If we can get this, which is just 3 Terrasteel, which is, by the way, why I'm trying to get the prismarine stuff. then we don't have to worry about things. But in order to get Terrasteel, we need the terrestrial agglomeration plate. And so we need to do a lot of work with Botania. So do we have a Lexica in here? We have 5 of them. We probably have the one we've been using over here. Oh man, my voice. So we have the Lexica Botania, and we have a little bit of mana production. We have an Endoflame. Now, if we want better Jitterating Flora, Rosa Arcana is pretty good. Thermal Lilies are really good, but they require lava. These guys will decay. Ugh. Gorgamillas are also really good. And ooh. If we make epic bacon, which we can do with all of our dyes, and we have, ooh, that's what we're going to go for. Alright. So we're going to want the Gorgamillas. We're probably going to eventually want multiple of these guys, but for now, just one. So we need a Rune of Summer and a Rune of Fire. Which means we're going to need to start making runes. So we're going to need the Runic Altar. I couldn't remember what it was called. So the Runic Altar is just a Mana Pearl or a Mana Diamond and some Living Rock. So we have some Living Rock. And we just need an Ender Pearl or a Diamond. How many do we have? Oh yeah, we have 2.5k Ender Pearls. We're gonna just take a lot of these. And this is easy enough. All we have to do is throw that in there. And now we can make a Runic Altar. So before we can do too much with this, we're going to need, well, okay, we don't need it, but I want another of the mana spreader. There we go. I can remember what these things are called. So mana spreader just requires some living wood. Not too bad. And there we go. So we'll set this up with this guy. And this is not going to be where we keep it forever, but it's going to be good enough for now. And we're going to need our wand. Let's go ahead and put the Ender Pearls in here. So we're going to want that guy like so. And if we want to make the Gorgamillas, we're going to need Runes of Fire to begin with. So all runes require us to have Living Rock. That is the final like crafting ingredient. So we're going to need Rune of Fire, Rune of, not soon, Rune of Summer. So Summer requires Earth and Air, so we're going to also need those. Rune of Earth, Rune of Air. Alright, so most of these are not too bad. Now we're going to require a little bit of Mana Steel, which we can make with the Mana Steel Essence, plus we have a little bit of it. How much do we get for this? 5? Not bad. Alright, so we have a little bit of Mana Steel. Now we're going to need Carpet, which we have. We're going to need String and Feathers. String and Feathers. Things we have plenty of. So that is most of the stuff. And then we're also going to need this Mana Powder, which requires whatever sort of powdery stuff. So we're going to use some gunpowder. We're going to take a bunch of gunpowder over there. Earth requires Mushroom, Block of Coal, and Stone. So we have Stone, Coal Block, and Mushroom. I'm really glad we have mushrooms. And then we're going to need Rune of Fire, which is nether brick, gunpowder, and nether wart. Some nether wart, and just one of these guys. Very quickly smelt it up. Alright, so that should be everything. And then Rune of Summer requires in addition sand, slime, and melon. Sand times 2. Slime ball. And ooh, we don't have any melon. So we're going to grow some melons. And the way we're going to do that is with this guy. Alright, real quick, let's get this guy into his cage. You are a prismarine shard. Somewhere. There you are. And we have prismarine crystals. Cool. Let's go ahead and grow that. And then I will worry about chickens in a little bit. If we could go ahead and get Terrasteel, that would be really cool. So real quick, what is Terrasteel chicken? Is prismarine crystal and ender pearl. Can we use ender pearl for anything else that we don't have? Velorium, uranium, vibrant alloy. I believe we have all this stuff. How about the crystal? Prismarine crystal is nothing else. Alright, so ender pearl chicken, you're gonna go in there for a little bit, because if we can get that chicken, that'd be really nice. Anyways, let's go ahead and get this stuff going. So first things first, we're gonna want 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's got the catalyst underneath it. We don't want that catalyst there. We'll want the catalyst for some things, but we don't want it permanently under there because, as you can see, we got flint instead of mana powder, whatever it's called. 1, 2, 3. Instead of that stuff. So let's go ahead and put these guys away. And I'm going to grab some cobblestone. We can put the flint away. Alright, cool. So lots of just kind of clean up things. We'll make a fairly good Botania area later. I don't know if we're going to need it all that much, but never know. Anyways, to do this, we drop the ingredients. It'll start producing. Now we're going to want to grab some blocks of coal. In general, just to have. But here soon, this is going to, well, try to power. It's going to take some time because this guy is not very powerful. But as you can see, we have these like sparks. So in order to finish the recipe, we place down the living rock and right click. And we now have runes of air. So the cool thing about runes is if you're using runes to make other runes, you don't actually get rid of them. They don't disappear. So when we make the Rune of Summer, we're going to get both of our runes back. It's going to take some time for this to happen, but it's okay. So while we're waiting, let's make some epic bacon. Let's get like let's get a handful of them. Do we have any right now? No. So we have some pork chops, which we can cook up. And this we'll go ahead and just make 8 epic bacon. That is a lot of mana from one Gorgamillis. These guys are really, really powerful if you have good food sources, because if we look at our book, the amount of time it takes to digest depends on the nutritional value, in layman's terms, the amount of food points it restores. So steak takes 4 seconds, apples takes 2. If we look at steak steak and apple. So apple is 2 haunches, steak is 4, therefore it's that amount of time. So for the epic bacon, it's going to take what? How many is that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 seconds. The amount of mana created also makes use of this value, but in a way where the more points of the food heals, the more efficient it is. For example, a single steak will produce more mana than 2 apples, both absolutely and per second. So basically, because it's a better food source, it's going to make a lot of mana, and it's going to be amazing. So that's what we're going to do. So this guy is going to struggle for a little bit just to make this stuff, but once we have our first little bit of our first Gorgomalis, mana should not be an issue. So we have the pork chops. Let's go ahead and get the epic bacon. So what are we missing? Nothing. And we make all 8 of those. Perfect. So what else are we going to need for the Gorgomalis? Let's get rid of this stuff. We're going to need gray, yellow, and red. And is that light gray? Yes. So 2 light grays, a red, and 2 yellows. Alright, nothing too difficult there. Alright, this is finally done. We have our earth runes. We can put our mana steel away now. And the earth rune. Right, we still need the melon. So do we have any melon up here? Oh, it gives us blocks. That's actually kind of nice. So if we want to get just normal melons, you just do that. Cool. So all in all, like, this is going pretty well. How are we doing on like mica? We have 2 mica. Not bad. Put that away. We only want 1 of those. Okay. Let's refresh this timer. So this is going to be slow for the time being. Why don't we go ahead and find something else to kind of get into while we wait for the Botania stuff to kind of do its thing. You know, I don't really care if I lose a block of coal. We'll come back to that in a moment. So I guess let's move this stuff over. And let's take all of these common loot bags. And we want to extract never active. And do something like this. Because I want to get as many of the top tier loot bags as I possibly can right now. So we'll just continue to do this. And hopefully there is a legendary bag. We'll keep that on us. Is this still having trouble or anything? Well, I guess we get stuff from the end as well. So that's good. So we have a legendary loot bag. You know, I'm going to open it myself. We want draconium. We got a golden apple. That's a bummer. Alright, so I really wish we could get some draconium. We just didn't get any from the dragon, which is it's a shame, and it's such a hard thing to go exploring in the end, just because of how dark it is. How is this doing? We're losing like 300 RF per tick. That's not too bad. Alright, this is done now. So we do the block. And I missed the earth. There we go. So now we can get the summer runes. Fire goes in there. And we're just gonna need a bucket, which I should bring a bucket over here just to have. And we're gonna get the Gorgamillis. So let's grab a water bucket. Now we have a new chicken known as the Prismarine Crystal Chicken. I'm gonna put him right there. And Prismarine Crystal. Cool. So hopefully we can get the Terrasteel chicken. I don't know when that will happen, but it'd be nice. And then eventually we will get, like, you know, we'll try to get 10 chickens and all that kind of fun stuff. That's going to be a little bit of a struggle, but it will happen eventually. So that's going to take a little bit of time to finish up. Let's go ahead and drop another block of coal there. And let's think of something else we want to do. So we were wanting to make the Empowerer before. So let's go ahead and do that. And this is just to get an achievement. So the Empowerer is not that awful. Let's go ahead and sleep. We don't need to. We're just going to need quartz. Lots of quartz. So we're going to need 5 of these display stands. We're going to need a bunch of Redstonia. Let's just take a stack and laser that up. So we're going to need 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have a good number of gold nuggets. So there's the advanced coils that we need. And then we're going to need 5 display stands. So we're going to need aesthetic quartz and aesthetic green quartz, which is just different types of quartz. Now, can we get quartz another way? Let's see. Not really. So we're going to need 30 blocks of quartz. So you know what? We're going to come up here. We're going to figure out where the quartz essence is. I think it's over here. Yep, it's right there. And we're going to go ahead and let this guy run for a little bit. And hopefully, sooner rather than later, we'll get what we want. So this is getting close to being done. So while we're waiting on that and getting more quartz, we can go ahead and work on the rest of the stuff. So the Empowerer requires a double battery. Alright, so we're going to need more advanced coils. So we're going to need 1, 2 more advanced coils. And so we're going to need gold. Right, like that. So 1, 2. We're going to need a double battery. So we're going to need some iron. Let's take a stack of iron, turn it into Nori crystals. Let's just get all of them. Full stack, why not? It's just resources, and it makes sense to do it. So there's a single battery. And then the double battery. Cool. So what's the deal with these batteries? Well, basically, they're portable energy sources. If you need to use them or want to use them. So we need 2 of these guys. And that's it from that. Alright, so we just need the display stands. So we're going to need lots of quartz. And part of them are going to be chiseled. So let's go ahead and reprocess all that. And just do this. Hey, cool. This is done, finally. We got the chicken, right? Yes. Alrighty then, so let's go ahead and do that. We get all of our runes back, and now we can make the Gorgamellus. And if we want to make any more of these guys, then we're gonna have to make more runes, but that's not that big of a deal. We just need some seeds, and we'll get back to this. So all of this stuff, rune of fire, rune of summer, and then our seeds, and now we have a Gorgamellus. I'm gonna break you, and we're gonna place the Gorgamellus. He is bound. We're gonna give him just one epic bacon. So finally he's done. He ate it, and he's going to produce quite a bit of mana. Now, obviously he's not going to produce that much. We really need to get Terrasteel other ways, because it's going to be a really big pain to do it this way. But we'll do what we can. So that should probably be enough. Go ahead and take this out. You know what, we can continue working on that, and we'll just put this guy in here. And I'll just remember not to worry about, you know, whoops, nether quartz doesn't go in there. Where'd the nether quartz go? Why do you go in there? I really wish I knew how to fix that. Unfortunately, the seed reprocessors just aren't smart enough to know what can and cannot go. So is what it is. Anyways, let's get some more quartz. We're gonna need 30 blocks, like I said. 6 times 5. So hopefully we should be relative. Exactly. Cool. We're just gonna need our chisel now, and we get the empower. I don't know that we're gonna use the empower today, but half of these need to be changed into chiseled, I do believe. And aesthetic is just normal. Okay. And we just go over here, throw them both on the ground, laser them, and there we go. So now we can make the display stands. And again, we're going to need 5 of them. 4 for the actual empowering, and 1 for the empowerer itself. And I already had display stands. I had 1. Okay, whatever. No, it used 1. Never mind. I am confused. So there's the empowerer. So with that, we can, well, start empowering things. I'm not going to worry about that today, though. So I put that stuff in there. And the empowerer is basically just a way to make more items, more resources. It's basically just another crafting. And we already have a Terrasteel chicken. That is... Well, never mind. That was really amazing until I threw it on the ground. I meant to right-click this and I missed. I hit right here instead of the hitbox. That's really sad. So... we're going to have to wait for more Terrasteel. This guy can probably take some more food. And like these mana spreaders are, it's going to get a good bit of food. Mana, rather. The thing is these mana pools store a ton. So we're going to want more Gorgamellus probably. Or more Endoflames, or more of both. Honestly, this is one of those things where we're just going to need to up production of everything and automate some stuff. And you see that guy. So, yeah, we'll just kind of keep an eye on things over here. And eventually we should be able to make some of the stuff. Now, if we want the terrestrial agglomeration plate, that is actually pretty easy to make. We just need 2 more runes. So let's go ahead and get that, and then we can go from there. So we're going to need 2 more of these guys. And then we can get this set up and all that kind of stuff later once we have more mana and more mana production. So we're going to need mana steel and a mana pearl. Okay. That should not be too difficult. In fact, that is all. That's the 5 for that, and then we have mana pearls over yonder. We're going to need a fishing rod, a sugarcane, and bone meal. So we need, let's just do it this way. It's going to be easier. Fishing rod, sugarcane, and bone meal. Alright, so let's grab ender pearl, 1 more of these, 1 more of these. Dump that stuff in there. Wait, no. So I messed up. If you shift right click, you can take the last item off. And this will give us the Rune of Mana, which we only actually get 1 of. It is the only rune you only get 1 of for each crafting, which is fine. You can live with it. But it is kind of a pain. It's a bummer, at least. So, there we go. There's the Rune of Mana. And now we can throw this stuff on here. And if the sugarcane wants to cooperate, we can get our Rune of Water. Now there's upgrades we can do to this stuff. We can upgrade the mana spreaders themselves. The next tier, though, requires Dreamwood, which requires Elven Trade. That's going to be a while, so there is more runes. Alright, so we'll take 1 of each of these. We have 1 of each of the runes. We're going to need a block of mana steel. Now, we can get mana steel another way. It's actually really easy. So we can grab a block of iron. We're also going to need some lapis. 1, 2, 3. But we come over here and we just drop that in here. And if we have enough mana, then we can make it. So hopefully that is enough. Now otherwise we could just we could get mana steel other ways. We could just use this stuff. But it's the same amount, I believe. We only need 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. How many could we actually made? 6. Okay, so we were close, but not quite. We'll keep this over here. And now we can make the terrestrial agglomeration plate. Which I'm going to shift click because I don't want to remember where the runes go. And with that, all we need now is half a mana pool's worth of mana to make 1 Terrasteel. Sounds easy, right? So, yeah, Botania is pretty expensive on that kind of stuff. I'm going to figure out what's going to be the best way. Maybe it doesn't feel like the Epic Bacon is working as well as it should for the food. So, like, are we getting... one of these days we could make something really, really good. But I don't know if it's worth it. We could try golden carrots. Golden carrots would actually be really good. These are one of the best food sources in the game. Surprisingly. I guess it is making quite a bit of mana with the Epic Bacon, so maybe we'll go with that. I don't know. Anyways, I think that's going to be about it for today, so I'm going to pray that I get another Terrasteel chicken. We're going to put you right here. And never, ever, ever, ever do anything else. Let's take these guys out. So I think next time, let's step away from Botania for a little bit. I'm going to continue to work on just getting more resources with that. But I think what I want to do is next time, we need to deal with these chickens. So we're getting close to being done with like all of the different... We're getting close to being done with all of the different stuff. So like we have a lot of the chickens. There's only a few chickens left to get. But we need to start making pens and stuff for these guys. So I think next time we're going to spend a little bit of time building, making a nice pretty chicken coop, and going from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!